New York City recording artist Jay Stoller, along with producer Fab Dupont, decided to craft an intimate vocal and piano version of his song, Lies. Fab's friends at Dangerous Music challenged him to use nothing but a Dangerous compressor for gain reduction on every track. Done live to a stereo mix with no equalization, this video documents the process in real time.
If I wait around too long, I found I will crawl. I love the dynamics there. Yeah. What if you become super intimate on the come on, da, 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 just like bring it down. So can you do the verse and then you can grow back up? At the end of the day, if we can come out of here with like a beautiful piano vocal version of the song that can stand alone as a track, even a track we can release, that would be amazing.
Fab, how close do you want me to this?
I'd say get a little closer. How does that feel? So based on what you wanted to do, here's what I've set up.
Okay.
I have 3 mics, 3 Atlantises, and they're all coming into the console.
All right.
And I'm not using any EQ or anything. It's all dry. And then I'm coming out of that and going into this rack. The top compressor is going to get used in stereo on the piano.
Okay.
The middle compressor is going to be used for the voice with a special setup I'm going to explain in a minute.
All right.
And then the bottom is used on the mix of the piano and the vocal together.
So we're doing a live mix to stereo.
It's all live to stereo. Yes.
Awesome.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up compression for the piano to get a more even sound because you don't know what's going to happen. You know, he may get loud, he may get soft.
Right.
And since this is the take, I want to use this compressor just to reining the levels.
Okay.
The way I'm going to set it is I'm going to wide open the threshold, and I'm probably going to select a ratio of 2:1. Make sure this is stereo. Use the Smart Dynamics and use the softening. Basically, when you have bass cut, sibilance boost, Smart Dyne, and soft knee, at this point, once you've selected your ratio, frankly, it's a 1-knob compressor. You just say how much compression you want. The little LEDs here just tell you when you're compressing. This tells you there's action even before the needles move, which is pretty awesome.
And what are you using the Smart Dynamic for?
It takes into account both short-term transients and long-term dynamics. So it lets you compress without crushing the transients. It lets a little more of the attack through, but still reins in the whole level, and it sounds like this. Okay. Thank you, Jason. That's exactly what I needed. All right, so now, Your Highness, Mr. Jay Stoller, the sound is going to change in your headphones, so don't get used to anything until I tell you, oh, we're happy with this. Fair?
Sounds good.
Okay, rock and roll.
If I wait around
So that's the RAL sound,
long, I found I will crawl,
which is already very nice.
Yeah.
and there's still so much that I could let go.
However, you know it's going to start getting loud and everything. So the way I have this set up is I'm actually going through both sides separately. I'm using it in dual mono right now.
So you're running the left side of the compressor into the right side.
Exactly,
So it's
as
like
if they
running
were
in series.
As if there were 2 compressors.
Okay.
I'm actually going to use it as a limiter to catch the peaks. What it's going to allow me to do is just kiss those peaks. You can't hear the compressor at all. It's going to prepare it for being compressed. I'm sorry to interrupt your practice, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
Where does it get loud?
You're all that lies.
That's it.
Don't have to do anything. I love this thing.
There.
Can you do that again? Check it out.
You're all that lies. You're all that lies.
How many dBs of compression?
You're all that lies.
I don't know, 20? You don't hear it.
20 dBs.
Yeah.
You're all that lies.
Awesome. So I have that taken care of. Now, can you go to the verse, please?
Yeah.
So on this side, the bottom, now I'm going to go at 2 to 1, for example, and then just have it raining the levels continuously.
Right.
And I'm using the smart dime and I'm using the automatic stuff so that I don't really have to do much.
She said, let's get rough and turn every second to a better one. Don't let digging for gold water down your soul.
Okay, great. So I'm going to set up another compressor for the two of you together, but right now it sounds good. I'm just going to turn this compressor on, which I put on the whole mix, to
Right.
just give it a little bit of glue together, just a tiny bit of glue. I usually like 2 to 1.
Hurry along to a better chance. She said, we got time, but you're all out of lies. You're all out of lies. You're all out of lies.
Awesome. Very nice. So next, a little bit of reverb. Just a little bit for everybody, not a lot. How does everything feel in your phones?
Great.
Jason,
Yeah,
you're the silent minority over there.
it sounds great over here.
All right, great. Sounds great here too. So, you ready to make a record?
Yes.
Fantastic answer.
If I wait around too long, I found I will crawl. And there's still so much that I could let go. I grew up with little boxes that I put my wishes in. I thought somehow that would help them grow. And now it's come on to the next stop. Come on to the next stop. Come on to the next stop, yeah. Just down the hall to your freedom, just down the hall to your freedom. Hurry along to a better chance. She said, we got time, but you're all out of lies. You're all out of lies. You're all out of lies. Oh, she said, let's get rough and turn every second to a better one. Don't let digging for gold water down your soul. And now it's come on to the next stop. Come on to the next stop. Come on to the next stop, yeah. Just down the hall to your freedom, just down the hall to your freedom. Hurry along to a better chance. She said, we got time, but you're all out of lies. You're all out of lies. You're all out of lies. Oh, I don't wanna lay down my pride. I don't wanna give up the fight. I just wanna wake up and find that we're alive. You're all out of lies. Just down the hall to your freedom, just down the hall to your freedom. Hurry along to a better chance. She said, we got time, but you're all out of lies. You're all out of lies. You're all out of lies. You're all out of lies.